overwhelming wins over Rice in Arizona, a record crowd of 54,187 piled into Jones Stadium to watch the nationally ranked Raiders tangle with the Texas Longhorns. As Steve Sloan and Darrell Royal met at midfield, their teams were warming up to meet in one of the most exciting games of the season. Again, the defense came up with the big plays, as on this 23-yard interception return by junior safety Larry Dupree. Besides his interception, Dupree, a Dallas Highland Park product, was involved in 8 tackles in the game and was named Southwest Conference Defensive Player of the Week for his performance. After the interception, it took only 3 plays to get the score as Billy Taylor dives over from 1 yard out for the touchdown, and Tech leads 7-0. It's defense again as Thomas Howard puts the clamps on Johnny Jones after a short gain. Specialty team play was practically flawless in 76 for the Raiders, as Longhorn Raymond Claiborne will testify. On this play, the Texas defensive back is hemmed in by a sea of red as the fleet punt return man is held to 4 yards on the return. Again, it's the defense as Johnny Jones looks to pass off the halfback option, but All-American Thomas Howard is having none of it as he drops Jones for a 3-yard loss. The safety blitz works as free safety Greg Frazier storms through to drop Ted Constanzo for a 6-yard loss. Frazier, a junior from Iowa Park, was the leading tackler in the secondary for the Raiders. The pass rush works again as Harold Buell drops Constanzo for a 14-yard loss. Back on offense, Allison finds Sammy Williams for a 20-yard gain. On the day, Allison completed 10 of 11 passes for 87 yards, and Williams grabbed 4 of those for 60 yards. The defense does its thing again as Jones loses a pitch, and Round Rock sophomore Curtis Reed recovers for the Raiders at the Texas 38 to set up what will be the go-ahead drive. On the first play following the fumble, Allison hits Sammy Williams for 16 yards and a first down at the Texas 22. One play later, Larry Isaac shows the determination that helped make him Tech's all-time leading rusher, pulling 15 yards for the touchdown. Billy Taylor gets the call on the try for 2 points, and the big fullback from San Antonio dives over to put Tech on top 24-21 with less than 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Later, trailing 28-24 and facing a 3rd and 7 from the Tech 27-yard line, Rodney Allison makes what proves to be the biggest play of the game. Allison breaks free and scrambles 22 yards for a first down. Houdini is alive and well in Lubbock. Tech drives to the Texas 13, and on first down, Jimmy Williams, a junior from Garland, responds to the call by bolting 7 yards to the Longhorn 6. And finally, on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line, Taylor makes one of his patented leaps for the goal line and comes up with 6 points to put Texas Tech on top 31-28 with less than 8 minutes to play in the game. Although the scoring is over, the action is not. The Longhorns try to get a drive going, but Curtis Reed drops Constanzo for no gain. Following a pair of Texas first downs, the Longhorns have the ball on the Tech 38-yard line facing 4th and 6. The Horns go to Jones on the halfback option, but Thomas Howard and Jim Kroll team up to pull down the fleet running back for a 3-yard loss and give the ball to the offense with less than 2 minutes remaining in the game. The Raiders weren't able to mount a drive, and David Kirkendall is forced to punt on the final play of the game. He gets off a booming kick, and the punt coverage team successfully covers the return to keep the unbeaten streak alive at 6-0 and 3-0 in Southwest Conference play. In taking the 31-28 win over Texas, the Raiders piled up 358 yards total offense and racked up 20 first downs. The shifty Allison totaled 193 yards on offense, including 106 yards rushing, and Larry Isaac accounted for 91 yards rushing. Tech had proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that 1976 was going to be a very special season.